So if they didn't buy US treasuries anymore, what would happen to the currency?
I think the dollar would collapse.
And the Chinese currency would go through the roof.
Absolutely.
And I just failed to see why that's in their interest.
And I think we'd be sitting here and the stock market would be down 10% in a day. I think it's that serious. You're at a point now where the US can threaten 200, 400 billion in tariffs. But if China were to get really serious and get really scary, the market could not take that day.
I agree with you, and I want to explore that risk, though, and to what extent there are some automatic stabilizers that prevent the Chinese from doing that, one of which would be an incredibly stronger Chinese currency that would only bite them. The other one would be go after Apple, see what happens to the domestic production in the mainland in China. What would happen? That's going to hurt their own people, isn't it?
But I agree, but also start thinking about where does the safety valve, where do you kick in if you're not long the dollar? You go to Europe. Because if you look at what the potential alliance would then be, it would be China and Asia with Europe, and isolating the US. This is why I think the euro rallied yesterday when you saw that market dislocation. It was a sign of where China could go.
The isolation of the United States, let's be clear, at the moment, isolated in the sense that it's performing incredibly well. Are you saying that story can turn and will turn? It
turns if this trade battle gets out of control, which I do not think it will. I think there will be a resolution. But if a mistake is made, and you're playing very high stakes right now, if a mistake is made, then this is going to get really ugly for markets. And that's where, no matter how strong the US economy is, if the stock market went down 20% because a mistake was made, forget about the consumer. They're going to look at the 401k and they're going to stop spending. And then you've got a whole new world on your hands. So that's the risk. I do not think it will happen. But that's what investors are showing you yesterday when they sell the market off 2%. They're saying that is starting to worry us. This is getting very serious.